Just in your opinion, from hiring guys for so many years, when does it get to the point where it's maybe more than one minority candidate that's being interviewed, and the pool is out there to where there are more guys, maybe half the guys are interviewed, and fewer and fewer people start using that term, a token interview?
I think that we've learned. I think that the rule is great. I was here in the league when they adopted it, and I think it's kind of neat when you look back last year. And I talked with Art Rooney Jr. when this process began, and I said, "How did you take a chance when you had two coordinators, and they were saying which one was going to get the job, and you took a flyer on a 34-year-old with a slight resume?" And he said, "It's your instincts and his character." And I went back and I watched Mike Tomlin's coach's tape to see, because obviously something happened in that interview that got them to want to interview him and then have him jump over a lot of people to get that job. And I went back and watched the Tomlin interview, and it reminded me of the interviews that I saw with Jason Garrett and John Harbaugh, and there's something about these guys that you have faith in. And I don't think that there's such thing as token interviewing anymore, not when you had two African Americans facing off in the Super Bowl, and young guys like Tomlin, who didn't get it because of his color. If anything, he shouldn't have gotten it because of his age. So I think that's in our past, and I think that the best guys are going to get these jobs.
Steve, do you think about fan perception at all when you're making a decision like this, or is it we get the guy who we think is going to win and they'll be happy when we win?
I can't. Fans, they're doing a poll now, yesterday, which one I should hire, and I remember a poll in week 6 that they asked if Steve McNair should be benched and Kyle start, and it was 88% that thought that Kyle should start. That was the same group that 88% of them wanted Kyle run out of town a year earlier. So I understand the emotions of the fans. I can't run a business with that, as I can't change my mind week in, week out, month in, month out. It's not it's not good for the organization look at the fans. You're going to ask them again whether they think I had made a good decision, and I'm only going to make 40% of them happy. And if you ask them again when we're 2-0 next year, it would be 80%, and if we're 0-2, it'll be 20%. So I have to do what I think is right.
What have you learned about this process in 3 weeks that you didn't know about yourself before? And you've always been a fan. We're all fans. That's why we're here. Now you own the team and control it. We all have that dream of being the guy who controls it. You do. It's got to be a lot different for you now, being a fan who owns a team, than just a fan who bought tickets.
Well, yeah, it's because I'm the one that gets to make the decision, has to make the decision, and you guys are the ones that get to tear it up. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm saying there's 100 of you, and you're going to have 100 different opinions and 100 different angles at going about how we did it, and who we ended up with. But you've got a job to do. I've got a job to do, and the only difference is that I had to actually call a press conference instead of just log on to a poll and give my pick.
Steve, did you feel that you had to put a stamp on it because it was your first hire as owner?
No. If I thought Brian Billick was the best guy for the job, I would have called him back in and hired him. If I thought Rex was ready, I would have hired him. So I don't think that there's no statement underlying this decision. I asked those guys to help me make a good organizational football decision, and they helped me make it. So I wasn't on an island by myself.
For those years, you got a chance to learn from Art Modell and how to run an organization. What did you